Welcome to my channel. My name is Lamide. I'm a homeschool mom. This channel is all about my family's journey through homeschooling. I like to describe myself as the unlikely homeschooler, and I'd like to take you along this journey and tell you all about how it began. So we have our first daughter. She's a girl. She started school in private school in 2020. She started kindergarten in 2020. And that was when schools were doing hybrid programs. So she would be at school 2 days a week and then at home for lessons 3 days a week. One of the days was actually a catch-up day. And that journey was kind of like our initial foray, I would say, into homeschooling. And then when things kind of started to pick back up in schools, she went back to first grade full-time in the school. However, towards the end of first grade, my husband began to feel like, well, maybe we should try something different. First of all, the commute back and forth to the school was challenging. Pick up and drop off times were challenging, especially because of our jobs. Now, keep in mind, he works full time and I also work full time. Granted, we work from home, but it was still both of us working full time and having to do drop offs and pickups and pickup lines. And we also have our second daughter, who also was in preschool at the time, who was in preschool on the other side of town. So that meant picking up time was taking about maybe 2-3 hours every single day out of our schedule. That was one. Secondly, quite honestly, cost. Okay, like let's just be honest. Private schools are not cheap. So we began to explore the options of, well, what should we do? Should we not continue with the private school, or should we just, enroll her in the local elementary school? I didn't really like the idea of the local elementary school. I wasn't really persuaded. I really didn't like the reviews that it got, and I really liked the program, the curriculum that they used at her private school. I like that it was also faith-based. We are Christians, and we wanted to have our children go through their educative years with a faith-based curriculum. And so we began to kind of talk about the possibility of homeschooling. Now, initially, I was not all for it. I was really scared that I would mess things up. I thought, nope, we're not doing it. Homeschooling is just not something that I ever imagined myself doing. And so we kind of just, okay, maybe we'll do it, maybe we wouldn't do it. And we kind of shelved it. And then it came back up again, and my husband brought it up again and said, come on, let's think about this and really explore how we could make it work. So this was towards the summer of, I believe, 2022. And we really started to think about it and pray about it. And so we did decide, yep, we are going to give it a try. So in 2022, we opted out of re-enrollment in our daughter's private school at the time for second grade, and decided to try homeschooling for her second grade. So we actually had our first year of homeschool for the school year 2022-2023 school year, which was actually fantastic. We researched the curriculum. We already knew the curriculum we wanted to use. We knew we wanted to stick with Abeka, which was what was being used at the private school. And we knew that we just had to, get a few materials and get ourselves ready. We didn't know how much work it would take. Obviously, we hadn't done it before, but we were eager. We would look forward to it. So we decided, yep, we're going to do it. We ordered the curriculum, and we jumped right in. So we've had our first year. It was great. We just kind of like followed the curriculum from the beginning all the way through the last day of school. No changes, no hitches, and she liked it. She was already used to the curriculum. She had used it for about 2 years in a row, so it was an easy transition in terms of the workload. She knew what to expect. She already was familiar with the teaching styles. Keep in mind, we're also working parents. My husband works full-time. I also work full-time from home. So that meant that we would only be able to do video lessons. So that's also another reason why I consider myself the unlikely homeschooler, because I do not teach. I only just facilitate and guide her through her lessons. So yeah, we finished the first year. Now, just a quick recap of the first year and some of the things that we did that I think made the first year of homeschool a great success. The first thing that we did was to register or enroll in an umbrella program. So, an umbrella program in my state, which is Maryland, is a school or organization that provides oversight for your homeschooling as a parent so that you do not have to, you could, but you don't have to do reviews with the state. So the umbrella program covers reporting for you and also just kind of being like the liaison between you, your family, and the state. So that's what we did. That was, I think, one of the best things to have done in order to kind of help us ease and transition into the homeschooling. We are continuing with our umbrella program, so we are not going to be stopping that. That is something that we're going to be continuing going forward. They also provide recording services, review services. They have field trips, and all sorts of activities for the kiddos. They also offer one-time classes. If you wanted to take a in-person class on site, you could register for that on a class-by-class basis. They have sports programs that you can enroll your kids in if they're interested. So definitely, if you're looking to start homeschooling and you don't know how to go about it, look into an umbrella program. That would be a good place to start. Another thing that was a great, thing that happened in the first year was our daughter is just awesome. She adjusted pretty well. I mean, of course, she's a kid, right? So she was a little apprehensive or anxious about, well, I'm not going to make any friends. I'm not going to have my friends anymore. But we were very intentional, being aware that she would miss that social component. We were very intentional about allowing her to have intentional play dates, allowing her to go on some activities with the umbrella program. So that kind of gave her that buffer of not missing out on any social activities. That was one. She is also a very independent, self-learning type of person, even at her young age of now 8 years old. She does pick up things independently. There's many subject areas that she has actually picked up on her own. She has picked up coding on her own. She has picked up piano on her own. So for that kind of personality, homeschooling has not been too much of a challenge because she has just been able to dive right into her work with very little supervision. She watches the videos that Rebecca provides and then she does the worksheets. So overall, those components have made it very easy to transition into homeschool. She is looking forward to another homeschool year. We are giving her some little incentives here and there to make her excited about the upcoming school year. So we're looking forward to it. Oh, one more thing that we did in the last school year that I think was also a great success was we signed up for OutSchool for art classes. So at the beginning of our homeschool year, we obviously got the full Rebecca curriculum for second grade. And what I quickly discovered was that we were not able to keep up with the art component of it. We would basically just skip over because we either don't have the materials needed for the art class or it was just not enough time in the midst of everything else that we were doing. And I just kind of got tired of her not being able to express herself through art, especially because she does have a passion for sketching and drawings and art. And so I thought about it and looked into our school for art classes that are sort of, with other homeschool kids in person, sort of over Zoom, that she could partake in and also be able to do without the most basic and minimal amount of supplies. Because the last thing I needed to be worrying about was countless art supplies, ordering art supplies over and over, yarn and matchstick and glue and all of that. And so we just kind of wanted something that was straightforward and easy to manage in terms of supplies and that she would actually have fun doing. So she took up sketching, she took up drawing, and she also took up a water painting class on OutSchool, and she loved it. She met other kids that were able to share ideas and talk, and that just kind of gave her homeschool experience an extra bit of spice. And so that, I would say, was and that's something that we're going to continue in the upcoming school year. We are going to be exploring two additional classes in our school, and I'll be talking about those on our curriculum review or curriculum video for 2023 and 2024 homeschooling year. Well, that's all for our intro and why we're doing this and how we got started on this journey. And I really hope that you join us on our homeschooling adventure. And we look forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Bye bye.